Good evening, gamers. This is GreaverTV. Of course, I am Greaver, and we are back for the second map of the Fresh Meat League second semi-final. This is GBH versus BS. GBH being my mentor team, and they just got 5-0'd on Badlands, although it did take half an hour to do it. So things aren't looking good for me right now. Anyway, I have been joined by Avril and Ferrisar. So, Avril, what is up?
Not bad, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. How are you feeling about this so far?
I'm really interested to see how GBH changed their style of play with Mongo now back in the ranks. So should be pretty exciting to see.
Yeah, even though he is still pinging 120, 130, which is a lot for a demo. But Ferrisar, how about you, dude?
I'm hoping to see a change from the last map. I honestly heard GBH was better than this, so I'm hoping that they do turn it around with the added addition of the 180 ping Mungo.
Yeah, this is true. Is someone with a non-speed card like myself, is someone able to tell me what ping does he have right now?
190.
190.
Climbing. Yeah, it's climbing.
200.
Yikes. And they've readied up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are underway. Let's see how 200 ping demo does. It looks like he might be lagging us out too. Wow. Following
Let's hope he lags the other team out.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, let's see what's happening here. Lots of good damage from both things. BS getting so aggressive. Delirium and Mongo going down early, as does CYB. Muscala and Black Ice need to get out of here. Muscala hasn't even noticed there's a scout on his medic. Black Ice, though, running away, so that isn't the best choice.
Yeah, I definitely thought Black Ice was probably running the wrong way. They're running away from the soldier and into the scout. Probably not very helpful for the soldier. I did notice one thing on that rollout is GBH combo decided to walk up their right side while Mongo and Delirium I think came up the left side, so you had a really split up team, and that meant that Mongo and Delirium I think went down straight away, and that instantly meant a two-player disadvantage for GBH straight in the middle, yeah. Straight in that mid fight.
Yeah, and I'm not too sure what CYB's doing here. It looks like he's going for some sort of forward hold, 2 times cap on the point, and oh wow.
That is a minute 15 for the first round.
I don't even... wow. Righto, so we're going to watch Fleet on this rollout. And hopefully things go a little bit better for GBH in this round. Or this is going to be a very quick map and the end of the semi-finals for GBH. See Fleet getting some early stickies in here. He's got some awesome coverage. Gets Mongo, gets Delirium. Maybe a different rollout is in order for the GBH boys. Good damage there. Fleet's low as he falls down the bottom. But look at this. BS is just cleaning up. And Black Ice trying to get away. I don't think he's going to. Might actually get away. Scout's in there, but Scout's going to fall out. And Black Ice is going to get out on 42 health.
Yeah, definitely. I think if Virus had a bit more health, he might have been able to chase down, but he was left with 4 HP, and I don't think he wanted to take that risk.
Yeah, and unlike the usual Virus, he did choose to fall out instead of just dying, so good work. And see Mongo here trying to put out stickies, not the best decision there. Watch out, bro, don't want to get caught on that door. There's a scout underneath, he's fallen back in, and of course we have a soldier up the top here. As BS get a 2 times, 5 times cap on that point, and they're going to cap that up with no issues. And it looks as though we're seeing a forward hold of some sort.
It's really good to see Black Ice get out of that mid fight. Now that they do have that Uber up, they could make something of this defense. I hope they don't make a repeat of Badlands and push out for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the gaps that they always leave in their defense. There's always 1 or 2 entrances that they just don't cover, and players exploit that.
Absolutely. Especially with scouts like Virus and Crack Muffin. What they lack in DM, they'll make up for in cunning.
What do you mean what they lack in DM? Virus is just like holding W the entire time.
That's what I'm saying, what he lacks in DM.
Doesn't like anything.
You
I'd say he's probably the best scout on the field at the moment, it seems.
Also to note, Fadmucker hiding as a pirate in that corner on the top middle entrance, waiting for the BS team to come through. If BS don't come through that top entrance, he is going to be a bit stuck over there.
Yeah. Also to note Virus's experience pre FML, but we won't go into that.
Fleet as well, if you'd like to be specific.
Yeah. Well, let's try not to cover too much of that. Anyway, Uber's popped as they come in. Soldier jumps on the point immediately. He's getting pushed around. Looks like he's going to get cleaned up without too many issues. That Pyro doing a good job of defending right here. But lots of damage in there. I think they're going to lose Black Ice right there. Wow, good deny by that Pyro. Going to get that scout possibly? Maybe not. It's only Charlie and Virus left up. And Muscala and Fadmucker left up for the defending team.
I definitely think GBH needed to take down Fleet a lot earlier. They could have left Fleet up to do massive damage while GBH piled onto the point.
Yeah, and wow, how did that scout run out of it?
No, did you teach them to defend Gully Wash last, Griever? No, they figured it out on their own.
Briefly.
It's just, like I said, like, I saw them all dive onto the point when one Solly went onto it.
Yeah, that's something I've tried to enforce them the whole time, is not to lose height advantage. But again, for lower level teams, it's a very difficult concept to grasp. The idea of, you know, oh fuck, our cap's gonna get blown, etc.
Right, the medic even dropped for it then. What's the medic gonna do? He's gonna like run into a scout and get 2-shot.
Yeah. Or more likely a rocket to the face and a left click, right click.
Yeah, there's 4 of them on the point. Why? God damn it!
It's unfortunate we haven't seen BS do any holds, because I quite
Actually,
like to see how they do.
Actually, even on this defense, I don't actually think the demo man even needs to put stickies on the point if he doesn't want to. The point caps slowly enough that you can actually just put stickies on doors instead.
You're better at having it on doors to force an early pop as well as some extra early damage. It doesn't cost you anything. And did they even notice that scout?
Not actually sure what they did, but anyway, Uber's force people all around the place, and this Pyro coming in to try and deny them all. Looks like the Pyro's going to be able to push them back a bit here. Oh, wow!
Unfortunately, what the Pyro's doing is giving BS height advantage while GBH just stacks on top of the point. They did do a good job of cleaning up those players though. So they will be defending this, but I don't think they'll be able to make a repush, or they might actually be able to do the scouts already on that point, but 2 BS scouts on their way to second.
Excuse a little bit of lag there, folks. And yet again, BS, well, not yet again, BS actually holding mid-point here. And it's going to be interesting to see what GBH does here. Yet again, their scouts are way up close on the flanks.
Statistically, I think we'll see GBH try and push into middle.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. They really need to try and hold, especially now. If they wanted to push now, they actually have something to push off of now. If they want to go and they better move quick though. Virus is coming back.
Yeah, and it looks like they're just dilly-dallying around. Scouts
so what I would hate to see is they wait for Virus to come back and now they push in.
And that's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, and unfortunately they've dropped play. They just fall out. They just need to fall out right now. Maybe jump that demo onto the medic to force a pop and just get your own medic out, because I don't see this pushing anything well.
Yeah, not at all.
And Black Eyes, very dangerous there.
Yeah, I don't even know how they defended that, but 2 times
there is a back cap though.
And they're not going to be able to get back in time for that.
I do think what BS did there, their mistake is that I think they popped a bit too late there. I think they waited all the way until GBH Uber ran up before they popped, but what ended up happening there was that GBH got a full Uber usage. They got their full Uber and they capitalised on that.
GBH looking like they're going to stream into mid with only 4 players. They do get
another back cap.
Another back cap, and they got a 2 times cap here. That scout is all over that demo, but there's a soldier there. Is he going to be able to finish that demo off? Not if that soldier has anything to say about it, and Delirium does go down. Mongo peeking out there. It looks like
Mongo
GBH
is doing a lot of damage, but I don't know if it's not being common or his team's just not there to like clean it up or anything.
What's his ping at right now, by the way?
Only 100.
Yeah, so yeah, that's more than dealable. Yeah, and there is a common theme. That's why I tell the GBH scouts you need to stay up because Mongo does huge amounts of damage. You can capitalize on that.
No, not even the scouts. In this situation, I would get the roam and just jump him out of middle.
Yeah,
because they're all stacked.
Holds down W and dies on the point.
I feel like Fanmucker's play was okay if the rest of GBH went in and supported that play.
Actually, yeah. But that's
But,
the problem, probably not enough communication there.
Unfortunately, Fanmucker just went in there and I had zero support, so I made nothing of it.
Yeah, and Virus getting a bit close and catching a pipe. Look at this. Uber pop.
So this time I'm pretty sure BS shouldn't have popped there. They just went on a 5v6, they dropped another player, it's now a 4v6. I believe the soldier's gonna go down. And still no deaths for the GBH side, so now they've got a 3-player advantage to go through.
And they do finish him up, so GBH needs to use this advantage.
It was a pretty bad pop by the BS side. They went in 5v6, so it was really a bit of a disadvantage there going into that point.
Lyrium and Virus going down. Mongo caught in the choke right there. Mongo does go down. They should not be pushing this. Whoa, hold back.
They still haven't capped middle.
Yeah, cap mid, guys. However, GBH looking a little bit more like they're in this game, though, and that is something positive at least.
Well, GBH do now have a rather large advantage, enough to capitalise on since BS is holding so close. If they go as soon as they get it with just 1 or 2 sollies or a solly and a scout, they can definitely wipe up all 3 heavies here.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're just going to go right now.
No, they're not. They're going to wait, which is silly.
Yeah.
Very, very silly.
Should be calculating dim Ubers, people. You're a popular man tonight. And it almost looks like BS is gearing up for a push. We got the soldier in position above again.
It's probably because they believe that they've got better DM and that they believe they can force GBH into a mistake. So, and that's what they've done. Like now they've got every advantage. Oh, not sorry, every advantage. They've got player advantage. It's only a scout. It's not like a lot, but they're going in anyway, which is really good.
But how is this push going to finish up? They lose Virus. The soldier's probably going to go down as well. Oh, he's going to jump and get Mongo. Nice work there. And then this soldier, of course, with not too much health, and Black Ice is going to get finished up.
There's a bad cap though on the second point.
3 times. Wow. Good work right there. Don't run into the players on your way in, though, folks.
No, that'd be fine.
Is there heavy there?
Focus fire, focus fire.
Nice work.
Nice.
That was very nice.
They did end up sacrificing their team for that though. I'm curious to think what would have happened if those 3 players stayed back and helped their team.
I honestly think they probably would have won the point. Like, they would have saved middle, and then they would have just capped with probably a couple of extra players. And they might have pushed last with their revenge, but we never know.
Oh, Mongo.
So that's what would have happened if you played it clean. But tonight we see what happens if you back up.
Tonight we go back to Spadebox.
Oh, Mongo with left click, right click. Wow. GBH team downs BS. Finally looking like they found a bit of flow, and who are they going to leave the cap?
Interestingly enough, leave demo. I would have actually probably left a roamer or something.
I know.
But he's got the pain train, he caps faster.
That's if he stays on the point. Anyway, GBH finally looking like they're in this game, and we're finally going to get to see BS defend a point with 6 players, albeit with not with Uber advantage.
I wouldn't exactly call this a defense. I mean, GBH can take it slow, they can buff everyone up and then push. But no, they're just going to go straight in, which is fine anyway.
Yeah, never mind that sentry gun over there. Don't worry, Mongo's on that. They might even get an engineer with it if they're quick enough.
Use damn pipes for the sentry.
He's definitely wasting his pipes, sorry, his stickies on the sentry now. I don't think he's got any stickies up. He has to reload them very slow.
Oh, but they cap it.
Still a good cap, but yeah. Definitely wasted a lot of stickies there on that sentry that he could have used elsewhere.
Yeah, I honestly reckon Pipe's the best for Sentry. Like,
Yeah,
they do
definitely.
about the same damage as well as the Splash, which kills the NG, so 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, definitely.
More importantly, you want to save those stickies to use against the other players on
I'll go with a
last.
slow rollout this time, though.
GBH seem to be rolling very conservative since they've been losing their demo almost every round to both jumping solis, but
They did
they're
have
not-
that one aggressive Vanmucker scout, and again, he goes in really unsupported. I'm not too sure if it's the fault of himself or the
Black
team.
Ice is in trouble. Gets back and finds a soldier, but I think we're going to see a repush right here.
they'll definitely win this.
Oh, Black Ice.
Nice work by Delirium there, cleaning up 2 players.
Yeah.
No, go back in.
What are you doing, guys? Get back in there. Press
Yeah,
tab!
so-
Press tab!
Now we're seeing GBH with a full Uber advantage and a 2-player ad coming through now.
Yeah, we're going to see Scout
I
Guys
would
with
have
Soldier.
probably pushed through on the left side, that short side. With that Uber advantage, you kind of can just ignore choke.
Yeah.
So now they have to get past the keys.
And it looks like they're just going to clean up this demo. That's a good start. And then when the Uber gets forced,
I was gonna say they could have had a really clean last push. If they didn't have to pop there, they killed the demo. All they needed to do was drop a player onto second and go through their Uber against a team without a demo. That would have been a really solid last push, but unfortunately they did have to pop that Uber.
yeah, and they've already got a soldier underneath, but there is a heavy there. And I wouldn't be putting a soldier under there, to be honest, because they're probably going to need him in this push.
We are actually seeing a lot of heavy usage on defense here on Gully Wash. I'm actually more of a fan of using maybe perhaps Sniper or Sentry or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
CYB,
I don't think
crack
heavy
up.
works either. It seems to me, since most of the time you'll be defending last with like an Uber disadvantage, you're just a huge soak. You can't absorb much damage in an Uber. And you
But
just die.
you don't work as well as a Sentry soak, because a Sentry you can soak and then change back to Scout. And
Yeah, exactly.
heavy you just end up dying. So
You're better off just using a pyro and just blasting their Uber back. That's about all you can do.
Oh, lol. The last of the Uber running out, and Black Ice managed to survive from that, but not for long. Soldier's going to come in and go for the medic. He's going to get cleaned up, though. Delirium and Fadmuck are the only ones up. Go for the medic, son, because you're about to run into a bunch of people and die. 2 times cap, and BS is going to be in a good position to push mid and well and truly take control of it. And Soldier, I'll be getting out of here, son. Oh, maybe not. Reinforcements arriving. They're on the medic, but...
Crack Muffin severely out of position there. He will get punished for that. And
Definitely.
another back cap, I believe.
Yeah, that's an interesting back cap. There's 6 players there, son.
What he has done, he's gotten out with his life, and he's kind of pulled the
Pulled
BS
them
team back.
Yeah, he got very lucky there.
The other scout got through as well, which is interesting, but now he's been spotted.
Fadmucker diving straight into that team again. I think this might be the 3rd or 4th time he's done that, and really hasn't really got much out of it.
Yeah, I just explained to him before what happens if he holds down W as well.
Like, they do. Delirium is behind. GBH could coordinate a suicide here to force a pop, but no, instead they just try and push with player disadvantage somehow.
Yeah, and if that scout turns around
I
and
do
goes for
like,
that demo, it will be like...
I was gonna say I did like the GBH positioning there, although they now have lost their demo. They get a medic kill. If they can just salvage their own medic out of this, they might be able to push in.
No. But 2 times back cap, which is not going to happen. Is Fadmucker going to go for it, though?
It could happen at this
Fadmucker
stage.
goes now. Ooh, and I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, people.
Is that Creamy at last? Creamy's at last.
He needs to cap this. He needs to cap this one to give us.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, unbelievable!
GBH. I think the term we're looking here is sluts.
Spade box gaming.
Speaking of that, anyone know
This
if
is,
IM versus Spadebox is on tonight?
I actually forgot to chase that up. I went to the shop.
I think this is more of a case of BS having too many holes in their defense, letting these backcaps come through.
Yeah.
More than anything else, I believe.
Yeah, but Fadmucker and Mongo going down very early on this. And they lose their medic. If they get Black Ice out here, they'll be in a really good position.
Black Ice needs to stay alive against 3 players at this point, and those 3 players are going to come in.
Whoa, Black Ice gets taken out. Nice work by Virus and Danimal there. Very nice work. Oh, Muscala! How you do that, bro? Muscala somehow surviving there thanks to help from Mongo.
2 scouts from GBH looking like they want to do something here. Coming through from the short side, it looks like from what I've seen so far, these 2 scouts really like to make their plays regardless of what's happening in the game, whether they're defending, attacking, at disadvantage or not.
So they are going to get lucky sometimes, but
It's good that they're thinking about making plays. Like, it's good that they are thinking about.
yeah,
The problem is that they're not considering the large picture.
I definitely think their timing is a bit off, especially if you're going to go on disadvantage and make a play.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
They're definitely not picking low risk, high reward scenarios to go in.
Yeah, definitely it compromises the defense of your team as well.
yeah. And I mean they've just lost Mongo there. They're gonna have Uber to hold last, but Mongo's not up for another 8 seconds. And yet again, look at this soldier forward and out of position. He does manage to back out of there. Virus is going underneath though. We're following Virus right now. He's been spotted by a soldier.
GBH's team is already on the point for some reason. Their positioning on this last defense is really not good. Mongo is stuck in spawn, so he's not going to be able to help. And BS looking like really good height advantage.
Yeah, and they're just gonna clean up the players and then jump on that point. There's a soldier there at the moment and a scout, but yet again, all over that point.
It's 2 scouts and a medic against a scout and 2 soldiers, and the medic goes down, so now it's 3v2, 3v1 on that point. This last scout, Crackman, he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he's going to go down. And GBH probably not going to be able to push from here at this stage, but they're going to be able to hold it. They do have a full-time
They're going to definitely try. They might lose both their scouts here. This is really dangerous. 2 scouts still alive though. Really amazing how they stay there.
Danimal goes
Oh,
down.
this is really good by GBH. They're trying to shut them down out of this second area.
Yeah, this is scout on Mongo. Scout on Mongo. What is going to happen here? Now he's on the medic. Kill that scout.
This is risky, but they can still try and force their way into middle if they coordinate. If there we go.
Fadmucker. W. Wow.
Uber almost coming in for the GBH side. A pretty hefty, what is that, 30% advantage. They could actually go now if they wanted to. I'm not too sure if they
now, they're going
realised.
to catch BS, out of position. Just go and use it.
It needs to happen right now, not at all. What I'm really afraid to see is that GBH will wait until BS have their full Uber and then go in with their Uber.
Yeah, and I think we're about to see that. No, they're backing up. Doesn't look like they're going to push it.
I think if they're having trouble counting Uber advantage, I think the simplest way to do it is you hold tab and you see when their medic spawns and see what your medic's charge is, and that's your advantage.
I think even in this situation though, even if you assume the other team has Uber and you have Uber, and you're kind of in a defensive situation, you really shouldn't be pushing out. BS are the ones that need to push out at this point in time, and I think GBH have quite a few times decided to push when they're meant to be defending.
Yeah, I think possibly GBH knows right now that they have this point advantage.
It's looking really strong offense from BS from short side. It's already a 4v6. BS, I don't think they can really contest the second point right now. They're really forward though. They're really committed to this defense. They need to get some more kills.
Yeah, but wow, some big kills right there.
I definitely think they should have taken that Uber all the way back to last and regrouped for the last defense. Instead, they decided to commit to a second defense with a 4v6, and that was never going to end well from the start.
Yeah, and Mongo's about to come up as all of his BS go to push in. His BS with 40%. Oh, they're gonna get that medic. They do. Danimal goes down, but that's medic down, and it puts Charlie on 50.
I do think that was a questionable suicide, though. I don't think Danimal really needed that suicide. They already had a 40% advantage. There was, you know, he like suicide could have really gone either way.
Virus! Wow, Virus jumping over and killing Mongo. That was actually a really smart play by Virus right there.
So this will be BS pushing on a Mongo down. Should be a 3-2 if everything goes well for the BS side.
Yeah, and at this stage it's looking like it. They're getting so much damage and they've still got all their players up, and the GBH crew is just leaking players, and it is indeed going to be 3-2 with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock.
GBH definitely, I still think they can definitely take this. They need to play this round very smart. Be a bit more passive, I suppose. Like they're in a really good position right now. They're one round ahead. They don't need to push too aggressively. Don't need to make any risky plays.
Oh no, Mongo's been caught out really hard out. Big damage by BS.
Oh, it's a really good bind by CYB there, but unfortunately they lose Black Ice. They really need to just get their medic out of there. Only thing they can really salvage from this is even medics, but I'm fairly certain they'll lose second. I'm fairly certain they're going to lose second of this because
they could have held it if they hadn't sacked Fadmucker there, but I don't know. They might still be able to hold second yet again.
They do have 5 players up, but as you can see, BS is just streaming through that choke. Actually, they're not. They're backing off. They could have definitely chosen to go through that choke if they wanted to for free.
Yeah, and GBH has a big advantage right now if they choose to use it. If they keep grinding Uber, they could have a solid 30.
Really interesting that they have quite a bit of an Uber advantage. Is that just because Charlie wasn't healing or something? I'm pretty sure medics died around the same time.
Slower. Black Ice had someone to heal straight away because they had a player coming up.
It's going to be interesting to see whether they realise they're ahead or not. I don't think they will realise that because kind of hard to tell whether the other medical was healing or not.
Yeah, I'm hoping they go uber aggressive right now for no reason.
See right now, this would be a perfect opportunity for them to go uber aggressive, like you said, for no reason at all.
Come on, guys.
Or they can wait for Charlie to get his uber and then go uber aggressive for no reason.
And I think we've worked out which one works better. So.
BS looking to go through the short again. Bandmaker goes down, CYB goes down. This is looking like a repeat of the last play we just saw. 4v6 straight away, which Crackmuffin did go down though. Mongo is down. This is not looking good for the GBH side. Only 2 up for GBH. They need to get Black Ice out there. He goes down. Only Delirium up. This could be a cap out.
Yeah, I think it is going to be a cap out.
Fleet is already at last. Gets Fatmucker with a spawn cap.
Nice work by Delirium though. He's going to go down, but dropping on that point and just doing so much damage. Very, very nice work right there.
I think BS may have been a bit greedy there and played too many players forward when they didn't even cap second.
Yeah, definitely.
So
we've 59 left on the clock. What a nail.
We've basically completely reset. Both medics are just about even. Charlie about 10% ahead, but shouldn't make too much of a difference.
Well, the thing is, if GBH can hold this out for 3 minutes, they will win this, because if it ends in a draw, then their loss on Badlands is going to come back to haunt them. And Danimal going down, so that might just save their bacon for a little bit.
So can you confirm that there won't be a golden cap then?
No, because 5-0 on the previous map. If it ends in a draw right now, that's just it. And Virus holding down W and somehow killing
Mongo down's really going to cost them. Charlie's about to get his Uber. We've also got a cap right here. That's really going to help them. That one kill on Crackmuffin's going to help them, but they do lose Black Eyes. That's really going to cost them. I think this could be it.
This is it. Right here, look at them all standing on the point. They've got that Pyro defending, but they're just taking so much damage. The Uber is forced. They're only going to have to let this off on the point. Bum, ba, da, bum. 3-3.
How did Virus manage to get through there and just get that cap? That's really
everyone dropped off the height to stop that one scout capping.
Including the medic. I'm
pretty sure the medic was the first one onto the cap.
The only way GBH can win this right now is if they go uber
Roll
aggressive
through.
and they've just rolled
It definitely is possible. We did see BS do it in the very first round. It took a first round 1 minute 15 seconds, so nothing's impossible. But they have already lost Creamy Yellow Buckets and Mongo, so it's not looking too good at this stage.
Yeah, Scout's getting some good kills though.
No, not really that much presence on midpoint, and Black
Yeah,
Ice has
not
now gone
enough.
down. Only Muscala left. CYB has just spawned. Virus probably a bit too greedy there.
Has anyone else noticed that both sets of scouts are flanking different routes
Yeah.
and accomplishing more or less the same thing?
Are we talking about GBH or?
No,
both of
both
them,
sets of
both of
scouts. BS goes through the bottom right on their side, and GBH goes top right on their side. So, opposite sides of the map, and BS is winning. You'd
I'm
think
actually
that they
gonna
would
have
try
to check
something
the
else.
rules. I think I might be wrong. I think it might actually be Golden Cap.
I think we definitely should take a look at that. I would really like to see this go to Golden Cap. This has been such a close map so far. I would like to see this go for
Already
another
on
round.
last though with 29 seconds. He's standing on the point. Black Ice, get down there. What are you doing, bro? You are about to lose the game, and indeed, Black Ice, because he didn't jump down there, GG's go up, and GBH loses the semi-final. Wow. I can't even believe what I just saw.
Is it butter?
No,
Clearly it's not, because he can't believe it.
Yeah, that is correct. Wow, so the mentor is now crying live on stream. We're gonna have to wrap that up right there. Thank you very much for joining us, people. This was the second semi-final. This, of course, means BS is going to meet SS in the grand final for the Fresh Meat League tournament. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I've been Griever, and I've been joined by none other than Avril and Ferrisar. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Righto, and we're back for the aftermatch interview. I have select members of both clans in here, and we're going to get a little interview underway in just a second. So let's have a look who has joined us. It looks like we have Black Ice, Buckets, Delirium, Fadmucker, Muscala, Mongo, and Spider's Web from GBH. So good stuff, you guys, for jumping in here. And we also, and that's from GBH, of course, and we also have, who do we have from the other team? I've got so many people in Mumble here. We have Charlie.
Correct.
Fleet.
Yep.
Is Jim Bob part of you? No?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Who else here?
Sifraw.
Dan, Cipher, and Varus.
Sifraw and Danimal, of course. And, oh, and Virus, my apologies. And we're just going to quickly run through GBH, guys, one at a time. Tell us, how was that game for you?
You're up there.
Yeah, probably. That was a bit of a mess at the start, but I think we did get into the swing of things by the second map. It's just a shame we couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, quite unfortunate. What happened with the ping issues there?
We honestly have no idea. I think it's an ISP issue.
Oh, okay. Because I see Mongo, you had 290 at one stage, and so I believe it's why you weren't playing Badlands. Is that correct?
Yeah, it wouldn't drop under 150. It was,
I heard a wives' tale that you might have actually jetted it over to a friend's house to try and play the game.
I did, but I should have brought my PC. I tried to play on his, and it was just he had different size monitor, blah blah blah. So had to run back here.
Yeah. You actually ran. Wow.
No, I didn't run.
Okay.
Figure of speech.
Figure of
He
speech.
sticky jumped.
Almost,
Ran in a
almost
car.
dedicated.
Yeah. Righto, so for the BS crew, obviously you'll be happy with your win. How were you feeling going into tonight's match?
Pretty
Wow.
scared.
Well, you're very nervous.
We didn't get a warm up.
So you thought GBH were worthy adversaries then?
Yeah, well, we weren't sure if we were going to win or not. Although the favourites, weren't they?
Oh, depending on which person you asked, but either
Ladies.
way, obviously, yeah, the ladies. But obviously, you guys pulled it together. What do you think gave you the advantage tonight?
Red Bull?
Superior DM.
Superior TM. Wow.
Going huge.
It's going to stick, isn't it? I was actually asking for, you know, some answers that were like more, you know, possibly like technical. So
Good
well,
communication.
All right,
obviously.
I'll say teamwork.
Should probably mention the
Yeah.
spy in our team, eh?
The fact that they went spy, yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that was the.
I didn't wonder why.
Okay, and so I've got to ask, BS, where to from here? Obviously, you're going to face off against SS in the finals. How do you fancy your chances? And we have a silent channel. I believe that is our answer.
Yeah, that's about our answer.
Yeah. We just don't
we're
know.
very unsure. But we're
Well,
confident,
to be
confident but
perfectly
unsure.
honest,
Gonna try.
technically, from my point of view, you've practically just won the grand final. I mean, of all the teams roughly jumped in together, you've beaten every team that was, you know, FML level technically. So you've done very well. You've kind of jumped to the top of the heap anyway. What are you guys going to do, you know, with yourselves after this? You're going to stay together as a clan? You're going to hit up NZFortress? What are you planning?
Well, unfortunately, no, we're not going to stay together.
We got people dropping out for various reasons.
Okay, so the rest of you are going to move on and create other clans? Like, I know Sifra, I know you're screwing off the camp because you're just like that, but...
And GBH.
Yeah.
Oh, spy.
I'm probably joining pretty sure I'm joining a clan. I'm just not too sure about time and everything like that. But yeah, I should be still in the scene.
Absolutely. Well, I believe we need to get a recruitment drive underway because I know a lot of the other FML teams that split up a bit earlier. Charlie, you should really mute your mic, by the way. I'm coming through on it. I know a lot of the teams that did split up earlier are, you know, like they have players that are still around and they've just got no one to play with. So you should definitely see what you can do about, you know, starting another clan and stuff like that. You'll get all the support you need from NZFortress in regards to that. So hit that up. And GBH, what's the plan with you guys?
Div 6, baby.
Yeah.
Like a Div 6.
Like a Div 6, Div 7 for, I mean, Div 6 forever, woo!
If you haven't played Div 6, you don't know.
Yeah, well,
And it's intense, man.
Technically,
Serious
I'm Div 4
business.
this season, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like being there as well, so... Yeah, we know what's up there. Did you have any questions you wanted to ask Virsa?
Yes, for GBH first. On Badlands, you guys did a number of questionable Ubers into middle. Can you give us an idea of why? What the thought process was behind them?
Whoa.
Silence.
I'll speak up. I think we just thought we had, you know, Uber advantage. We thought we could take it and maybe, you know, put a couple of players down and cap
Ding,
point.
ding, ding, wrong answer.
But no,
Well,
yeah,
actually-
that fucked up miserably.
A lot of the time you guys did have Uber advantage. You had at least 20. And you sort of dicked around, buffed everyone up, did a bit of damage, and then their medic called Uber, and then you pushed
Yeah.
down.
I think across both maps, we can count probably 10, maybe even 15 times where you guys had a solid 20% on them. In actual fact, and you guys would just get to a point and hold, so that was kind of unfortunate for you. However, if you go through and watch the STV or the cast afterwards, you guys should learn a bit from it anyway, and you'll see, you'll probably learn a bit about your Uber tracking and stuff like that. So, all in all, not a bad experience though, you will learn quite a bit from this. And, Ferrisay, any questions for BS or whatever?
BS.
Uh-oh.
I can start it off if you're not ready.
Yeah, I'll have a think.
Go for it.
Just, did everything go for plan for you guys on Gully Wash? Were you a bit worried after being 3 down against 1?
In the first round, I think everyone went to plan. Like, rollout Uber practice worked pretty well. But then after that, it kind of came to pieces, so we tried to play more standard and didn't quite work out for a while, but then it started to work again.
So what changed in between the rounds? Because you were 2 down, 3 against 3, 3 for 1. So what kind of changed towards the end for you guys to kind of get that momentum back up?
I think it was wasn't more really our rollouts that changed. It was just certain times when to push and what areas to push that gave us an advantage. Like would push through the, instead of pushing their choke, would go left, and that was, we found, really effective because we got them from behind, and yeah, we're able to get our Uber. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it was looking really
Sounds
shaky
like a
there.
rugby interview. doesn't it? Yeah, mate, we went out there and we just did good. The boys played well.
You know, definitely game too hard.
Got a streak on the wing.
We put it together and,
Then we
everyone
went back
played
to the
hard.
showers.
back to the showers.
I purposely dropped the soap.
Sorry, Ferrisar loves that voice. It's his Sunday voice. But yeah, Ace, Karen.
I did want to say as well to GBH, did you guys feel like for Badlands the absence of Mongo really affected the way you guys played?
Yes, it did. We need him.
Yeah,
it was certainly different. Like at first we were a bit clueless because we all had to switch players because we don't really have a backup demo as such. Buckets just rolls in, and then somebody's got to fill Buckets' spot, and then somebody's got to fill his spot, and it all just gets like piled up. And then we tried putting me as demo, which was totally the wrong idea, and then putting the other two people back in their spot, which we soon found out that was a bad idea. But we definitely missed the absence of Mongo on Badlands.
Which map were you guys most confident on going into this semi-final? Was it Badlands or Gullywash?
It was Badlands. We normally win on that map all the time. So
yeah, we usually feel real good on Badlands, but for some reason that kind of fell apart.
this Mongo's plus forward king, a presence that everyone's afraid of.
Yeah, the interesting thing is we spent a lot of time practicing to counter Mongo. You know, we had a good talking to with our slut. Of course, it never came, especially for that Badlands.
It would have been interesting to see how that would have played out. New Zealand internet, damn you, vile woman. Anyway, so do we have any questions to wrap this up, Ferris RNAs?
Yeah, GBH. I noticed you guys are in L7 this season. How do you guys think you're going to go?
Well, we're hoping for at least a reasonable showing in that. Of the game we played so far, we lost one map and won the other. And we were surprised how well that went, actually.
Yeah, I think we're going to do...
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on, Ice.
Oh, you can say. I think we're going to do reasonably, at least. I'm hoping for at least top half of the table.
Cool. And best of luck to you guys representing New Zealand in Division 6 this season.
Hard out. Really
good luck, guys.
How you guys doing that, eh?
And we've turned Sif over to the dark side. He's playing for us and now.
Yeah, well, it's good to have as many backups as possible, and with the backwater nature of New Zealand, you've got plenty of them to choose from, really, don't you? So.
Yeah. Bring it home.
Bring it home, all right. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap that up right there. Of course, this
I
has
have
been
one
our
question.
Oh, you've got one more. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Michelle, I gotta go to bed.
First of all, I want your STV for your first round game in L against Meow, whoever they were, if you can get them to me.
He just wants to watch Meow.
No,
I'll see if I can get them to you.
Yeah, I'm sure we can cast it up, and Ferrisar and I can.
Yeah,
thoughts on that.
I'd like to cast most of Div 6 if I can. And how are you guys feeling about going into your next match? It's a pretty tough opponent.
I haven't even seen who it is yet.
It's a bye.
Yeah.
I think you guys got a good chance.
It's going to be tough.
Difficult, man.
As you can tell, my team is extremely organised.
They should have 100% of possession on the field.
Yeah, they can blame an absent father, though. They do have that little thing to blame on. But anyway,
All the daddy issues.
All sorts of daddy issues. I've already suggested they should change their name to GDI or Grievous Daddy Issues. But, yeah, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much for both teams for playing tonight. You both did exceptionally well. Bad luck to GBH. BS, very well done, and I wish you the best of luck in your match with SS. And yeah, hopefully all of you players stick around on NZFortress. The FML has been great. And NZFL, well, technically NZFL 3, but NZFL is on its way real soon. So keep an eye on the forums, and that's going to be a competition for you guys to make clans and get into. Anyway, I'm Griever. This is GreaverTV. Thank you very much to Avril and Ferrisar for joining me tonight. And we're going to wrap that up right there. Catch this on YouTube, YouTube.com/GreaverTV. Have a good night. If you like what you've just seen, click on the links to check out more Team Fortress 2 coverage by GTV. Remember that you can help us promote Team Fortress 2 by subscribing and liking the videos.